lightness and that connection is going to come from your ability to, supple him laterally. And then when you feel him give and come into the connection like that, give him just a quick pat with your inside rein, say good boy, whatever your way of assuring him normally is. Yes, and pat him. And that's really important. I mean, you saw me doing that too on Rhapsody, right? Like I'm patting her, I'm talking to her, I'm telling her she's a good girl. Because every time they make the right decision, I want to be so clear with them that that's amazing. Exactly. And for you and for your future, training horses and stuff like that, the more you can get used to that, horses really, if you're going to ride and train correctly, which it appears to me that's the path that you want to go on, and you're doing a beautiful job, horses are going to respond and learn and start to take responsibility for the aids themselves with positive reinforcement, right? Some horses, you can drive them into the contact, kick them, hit them, hold them, right? And they might learn a little bit from it, but that's the exception to the rule unless you want to work harder than your horse every ride. Okay, so make sure they know that's exactly right. Super, take this around the arena. So same idea, you can take him straight as you go down the long side, but if he comes above the bit, you can ride him forward, and again, you can move the shoulders. Really good. Good job.
Isn't he cute?
Yeah, he's darling. It's a very pleasant way of going. He's quiet in his mouth. Good. Change directions across the diagonal. They're coming out of the corner too. That was really good. He really elevated in front and changed his hind leg a bit. Good. And then the same thing here. I like this trot very much. This is a very different horse than you started with. I think the whip helped. Good. And then circle. How does this feel to you?
Good.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Super. So now on the circle, when everything feels good, you feel like he's really simply connected. If you want, you can shorten your reins an inch if you feel like you need to. Otherwise, try and take this same connection up into your canter with the same concept of just steady and only fixing him with forward and moving the shoulders. Good. I'm glad that bumped it.
That was
Good.
close.
Stay connected. Try and sit back a little bit. Continue letting, there you go. Your hands can come a little bit wide when he shrinks his neck and you're trying to stay with him on the contact. I want you to err on the side of wider hands rather than letting them come up into your belly and be narrow. Good. Now on the circle, I know that he's kind of gung-ho right now. He has a very big, powerful stride. But I want you to think about bringing your inside hand wide, almost like you're bringing it over your knee. Yep, and then squishing the shoulder out with your inside leg. If he goes more forward, push him over sideways even more. Yes.
Ah.
Yes. Good job. Yeah, and then pat him and then go back to him. Yes. We're going to do this until he's clearly breathing, but until he breathes a little bit easier in the canter. He kind of looks like he thinks you're actually going to take him out on the cross-country course. Good. Pat him again. Yeah, no problem. Just reorganizing the trot. I don't mind, especially as I'm getting to know a new horse, as I know there's some things that I'm changing and improving on a new horse. If they break from the canter to the trot like that, that's something I worry about, down the road. I just go, okay, let's make sure the connection comes back to right where I had it and reorganize and go again. Yes. Good. Upper body back an inch. Good, and then lift through your sternum. There you go. Good job. And then inside leg, inside rein, yes, and then let it go. He might fall apart, but then come right back in and think inside rein, inside leg. I want you to start to develop the feeling, yes, it's the right idea, and then pat him. So that each time you successfully move his shoulder, you tell him that's the right thing, because he's kind of in a holy shit moment that you're actually moving him around. Good, reorganize, yep, no problem. Good decision. Think, yes. Now push his shoulder out again, and I want you to think about riding a 15-meter circle. Good. Yeah, and then bend him in a little bit more from that quiet, steady hand, and just, yeah, stay there. Stay there. You can just stay there. Your inside leg can kind of help push him out, but you don't have to go back to neutral right now. I want him to kind of sort that out. What he's doing is obviously dropping that inside shoulder and then charging with it. And so we're just going to go in without causing more stress than he's causing himself and slowly change that position. Yes, pat him on the outside. There, yes, pat him on the outside again. Oh, he likes that, good. And then push him out a little bit, no problem. You want to get to a place with this horse where you can push him out in the canter with the same simplicity I'm seeing now in the trot. That's really good. When you can get to that in the canter, and he moves the shoulders up and over, then he's going to move the ribs up and out, and then his inside hind leg is going to be more under his center of balance, where right now he's kind of just following, right? We have to get all of the body in front of that hind leg to move out of its way. Yeah, and just push him out and reorganize. Yes. This time I want you to canter, and I want you to think pushing him as steep sideways as you can for like half a circle, and then go back to the trot. Good. Yes. Push him out, and then go back to the trot. Keep pushing him out there and pat him. Good. And then you're going to do that again. So the key to this is going to be trying to continue pushing him out through the transition to canter, and ideally through the downward transition. And I recognize that that's not all that simple. Good, good. And then when you're ready, you decide to trot, but keep pushing him out. Good. And then when this feels good, back into the canter.
Yeah, good. She didn't let him
push
fall.
him out. There you go. Pat him on the outside. Yes. Good. Good. Really good. Big pat, and see if you can push him out again to the trot. Good. Now we're going to play with this even a little bit more. You're going to push him out the same way, and you're going to walk just a couple of steps and then go back into the trot, continuing to feel that you're pushing that shoulder out all the way down into the walk and then all the way back up into the trot. Keep your inside hand a little wide rather than coming too narrow. Good. Yep, good. And then trot. He's like, that is so hard. What a good boy.
He's a thinker.
There you go. Yeah.
Yay.
A little bit more forward. Just tap him with the whip. See if you can get him to push. There you go.
Oh.
Keep pushing him out. Yeah. So we don't want him to run. Sometimes if you come with the leg when they're in a good tempo, if you come with the leg more instead of pushing more, they will just run. So instead we're going to say again here now, say tap, tap. Yes. Can you feel the change?
Yeah.
Good. Relax that outside rein just enough that you show him that he does have room to move the shoulders out. Good. Good. Push the shoulder out even more. Think about your inside leg coming forward since it's the shoulder that you're trying to have an effect on. Good. Yes.
There you go.
Outside hand just down and wide. Good job, Isabel. Yeah. There. And then walk a couple steps and trot again. Thinking about maintaining this feeling. Whoa, there's a muddy horse. Good. And trot. And tap him a couple of steps. Say, you can do it. Good
Yay.
job. Good riding. Well done. Inside hand a bit wide. There you go. Good job. Yep. And now push those shoulders out more. Can you feel how, kind of as he passed us, he started to lean that shoulder and come up and tighten his neck again? Yeah. That's the moment where you're going to say, okay, I'm going to increase the amount of sideways I'm going to ask him for because he just made his own decision to decrease it. Good. And then when that feels good, keep the bend, but drop your inside hand down again. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Good. Push him out. Good. And then give following that bend. Yes. There. And give following that bend. Good job. Push the shoulder out. And once it goes out, give following that bend forward with your hand. Yes. Yes. Good. There it is. Yeah. See if you can get that same kind of half stretchy neck that you had in the posting trot. So, Conrad Schumacher, it pains me that I tell people this a lot because I really despise that man, but he used to talk about the half hanging neck, okay? So it's that feeling that that you could easily just, make that horse stretch down and out like you're, rolling the carpet out in front of you, okay? It's the half hanging neck, but then you don't necessarily give any more length of your rein. Does that make sense? So this feeling, but then not letting him finish it. Okay. Good.
Just like this.
Exactly.
He's got a great stretchy chewy.
Yeah.
Like he'll really push out.
Yeah, he looks like he's really ready. So now maintaining this, sit the trot again and see if he'll stay this supple through his back. There you go. And especially as you're getting to know him and he's getting to know you, if doing the sitting trot makes him a little bit tighter, you can go posting, sitting 8 million times in your ride if you want to. You can post a few strides. Honestly, there's places in my dressage tests, especially with young horses, that I know the judge can't really tell, and I'll post a little bit. Good. Good. And then transition to walk with the same idea. And as soon as you feel the walk, right back to the trot. If he gets stuck behind you as soon as you walk, tap him into the trot. Yeah. And then again, looking for that half hanging neck. Good. There. And then from there, again, maintaining this concept, see if you can get the canter transition. And if he gets tight and chargy in the canter, which he very well may, think about getting a stretchy circle in the canter with that feeling of pushing the shoulders out. Good job.
Oh,
That's okay. He's pooping. Organize and go back to it.
For one stride, you had it.
It's like it was a good excuse. Good. Keeping your inside hand wide. Try not to cross his wither. Good. Yeah, nice riding. And then again, think stretchy, chewy. Use your inside leg. Good. And think about if you wanted to stretch him and put his nose on the ground. What would that look like? Yeah, pushing him out from your inside leg. He's gonna get chargy, but that's okay. Yes, and then pat him. And see if you can keep playing with that stretch. Pushing him out. See if you can get him to go back to that stretchy, chewy feeling. You don't have to give rein length, but I want you to feel like you can get him to just drape his neck down between his shoulders. That's where he's going to get the strength you both need.
Yeah.
There you go. You're doing such a good job, Isabel. Keep it up. Good. Good. There you go.
That's our first time.
So just stay here, and if he breaks, no problem. Otherwise, we're going to let him have this feeling for a few circles, because this is a much better quality of canter. Can you feel the difference? From here, you're going to get the strength for him to not go Mach 10. Good.
I'm going to cry because he's trying so hard.
Such a good boy. I like him.
He's way cool. You buy them.
Gosh, I know. Unfortunately, I have 2 mares for sale right now.
Oh, you too?
Good job.
Look at that. What a good
And those
boy.
horses, so then I can get another sale project, but my husband will kill me if I get more sale projects when I haven't sold them.
Look at him, though. What a good boy.
Good. Now from here, think just from your seat and your voice. See if you can keep playing in the contact like this and bring him back to the trot. Good. And then maintain that in the trot for a couple of circles. You can coast. He's going to get a big break here in a second. He is such a good boy. How rideable is he? Good. Keep that forward feeling. If he feels like he wants to collapse underneath you, give him just a little tap with the whip. It's not a correction tap. It's just a, hey, dude, you've got hind legs. Poke, poke. Good. And then from here down to the walk. That's nice there. Good. Keep him stepping forward in the walk. Again, this is a place where you can just kind of go tickle, tickle with the whip, tap, tap if you need to. There.